Dear students, so far we discussed in the chapter from trade to territory that Battle of Plassey took place in 1757. And in the Battle of Plassey, Sirajuddaula was defeated, he was vanished, and thereafter the Mir Jafar was installed as the new Nawab of Bengal. And once he was installed by the Britishers, he started acting like a puppet government because he was installed by the Britishers only. And after that, the Britishers asked from him the key to get the revenues of Bengal. So this is how the revenue was now under the pocket of Britishers. The revenue of Bengal was now under the pocket of Britishers, and they were actually ruling, not actually ruling, but they were there to get the benefits from the puppet government. That was the Mir Jafar. Over some time, Mir Jafar also understood that the Britishers are there to exploit only. So later on, he also refused to obey the orders of Britishers. Now Britishers got very angry, they became very irritated, and after that they asked him to leave the throne. He was dethroned, and in his place, Mir Qasim was adopted as the new Nawab of Bengal. So he was also installed and Britishers thought that he would act like a puppet government. But he was a man of great vision, and he thought that it is not a good idea to get commanded by the Britishers. So he devised a plan, and in that plan, he came in contact with Nawab of Awadh, Sultan of Delhi, I was the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. They chalked out a plan to come together. And finally, in the year 1764, that was a very remarkable year. In that particular year, the war took place, and that is known as, or the battle took place, that is known as, not war, but battle took place, that was known as Battle of Buxar. You all know that Buxar is a place in Bihar. So at that time, battle took place between the Britishers and the three combined forces: Shah Alam, Mughal Emperor, Nawab of Awadh, Sujauddaulah, not Sirajuddaula, Sujauddaulah. And third one was Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal. But despite they came together, despite the combined force was there, they could not defeat the Britishers. And Britishers again got victory under the command of Lord Clive, and Lord Clive became a very important man. Okay, now thereafter, you have to understand the Britishers got complete control over trade as well as territory. So from here, the next step was that they moved into the territory. So initially, we found in Battle of Plassey that they expanded their trade, but in the Battle of Buxar, and after the Battle of Buxar, they got the chance to annex our territory. After that, they became Diwan, or they got the Diwani right from the Mughal king. And what was there in the Diwani right? Diwani rights means they got the right to collect taxes, they got the right to impose taxes on the ordinary man of India. Not India exactly, I am talking about the Battle of Buxar. So in that particular area. So this is how the Diwani right was granted, and now the company became Nawab. No, one word is written there, Nawabs. So the company became Nawab. No, because they got the right to impose taxes, they got the right to collect taxes. So you have to understand this fact very clearly. Got it? Now thereafter, you have to understand that what was the specific about the Robert Clive. Initially I took the name of Robert Clive. So Robert Clive was a man of great strength, and he was a very clever man. Once he became the Nawab, the governor of Bengal, he earned much income. And after that, he earned much income, and all the monies that he earned was under his command, under his pocket. And after that, when he left India, he was charged with corruption in his own country, in Britain. And finally, he committed suicide in 1774. So you have to understand that what was the specific about the Robert Clive. Robert Clive was the man. Because of that, the Britishers became successful to control trade in India, to consolidate their position in India. But ultimately, Robert Clive was not there. He got punishment in his own country. So this is all about Robert Clive. Now, after that, we'll have to understand that Britishers understood that they can control the different parts of India not through war only. They understood that different methods can be adopted to control the different area. Like they adopted the meaning of the method of divide and rule. They adopted the method of subsidiary alliance. They adopted the different methods of controlling Indian kings. So they came in friendship, they came in different alliance, they came in different treaty with the different kings of India, and they adopted diplomatic, they adopted economic, they adopted political methods to control India and to control the different kingdoms. So this is how the Britishers came here. Here, after the Battle of Buxar, one thing is very important, that after the Battle of Buxar, the Britishers became very alert. And that is why they appointed various persons in the court of different kings. And those were termed as the residents. So residents were the agents of Britishers, and they were appointed in the different kings, in the place of different kings, in the palace of different kings. And their role was to check the activities of the Indian kings. Like they were there to decide, or they were actually supervising that who will become the next king. They were there. They were installed to decide that who will become the next king. No. What type of taxes would be imposed in the particular kingdom. So this is how the resident became the agent of Britishers, and they were there to check. They were there to check the activities of the Indian kings in order to control. And thereafter, we all know about Tipu Sultan. So we will find more about Tipu Sultan, that what the different methods was adopted by Britishers to control different kingdoms, like subsidiary alliance. So Britishers adopted subsidiary alliance. Britishers adopted doctrine of lapse. Britishers adopted the method of divide and rule. So they adopted different methods to control India, or to different Indian kings, because at the time only threat was the Indian kings and they were controlled. So you have to understand this concept very clearly, that what was the role of Britishers and what was the role of specific kings in that. Yeah. So we have to understand this concept very clearly. So we discussed the concept of Battle of Plassey. After that, we discussed the concept of Battle of Buxar, and we found that in the Battle of Buxar, it gave the final way to drive in Indian territory. Britishers got the final way through the Battle of Buxar only, because after the Battle of Buxar only, they got the Diwani rights to impose taxes, to collect taxes in India. So this is how Diwani rights gave them ultimate right to control, to collect taxes. Got it? So this is all about this topic. Thank you.